Alright, so I've been having a few problems with my inductive sensor, Z probe. I had to put some cardboard between it and the build plate to prevent it from staying on. Uh, and now, what I recommend is with that Z probe, at least if you had problem with it, like me, I am waiting for a new one. I'll see if it's going to be the same. I'm not sure I want to try auto level again. I made two big scrapes along my bed. I got to build tack on top so it doesn't show, but yeah, no good, no good. Um, I almost broke the throat. Good thing it didn't. But anyway, I'll show you the procedure I use now, and I'll always use now with that printer at least, with that setup. Before doing a print, well, first thing I do is, if it's been a while I've used it, or if I moved it around or something, I'll always make sure that both sides are equally distanced. I use this tool, but I could use a ruler, but I don't have one. Yeah, I know. I'll need one. Now it's equally distanced. If it's not, I'll just turn one motor till it's equal. And then I do prepare auto ohm. Also, I use Cura, but any slicer you use, I remove the G29 and G28 code at startup, G code at startup. I don't want it to auto ohm every time. I do it once when I manually level and it's good. I've been printing multiple times and no issue. As long as you don't put too much strain on your bed, you don't need to to manually level again. But I recommend manually leveling if you've been putting a bit of strain against your bed, or if you've turned off your printer or whatever. Just make sure, once in a while you do it. I usually do it like the first print in the day. And if, again, as I said, if I had to put too much strain removing the pieces of the build plate, I'll make sure it's safe again. So now I did the auto ohm. What I do is I manually level it. So I move the axis to each corner, move the head using the move axis in the menu to each corner. And then I raise the bed to 0. So move Z, and I bring it to 0. So I got a 6.8 millimeter, minus 6.8 millimeter gap from my sensor. So if I bring it to 0, it should be pretty close. Yep. Okay. See, too loose. I just want the paper to scrape on it, just to feel the fibers of the paper. Now now I feel the fibers. I know I'm okay. Might be a bit too much. Oh, that's better. And I recommend moving the Z-axis at least 1 millimeter before moving the head, if you haven't done it for a while. I usually don't do that, but because I know it's pretty stable. But if it's been a while, you move the printer or something, just raise the head a little before moving the axis to the other corner, because you could scrape along your bed and you don't want to damage anything, right? I don't. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll move it back down. See, that's a little too much strength. That feels good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nope, wrong one. I'm always confused with the axis. Okay. Oops, I probably should have lowered the bed a bit, but it seems to be going good. Okay, this one is a little harder to reach. That's good. And that's good. So that's it. Now it's leveled. I can do multiple prints. I won't have any problem. So I'll just lower the bed a bit, at least so the sensor does not detect it. But I'm good. So I should be able to take my SD card, put it in, or if you use your computer, although I don't recommend that because any USB failure, computer shutting down for updates or whatever could ruin a print. I prefer printing from SD. So all I have to do is start the print. It'll warm up the bed, warm up the head, so as you see there's nothing happening. It's just warming up the bed, warming up the head, and then it'll start printing. Don't do any auto level in the G code. I do one auto I manually level it, and then I'm good until I shut it down or until I know I moved things too hard. That's it. I'll wait a bit till the print starts, but just to make sure, just to show that it works. Probably should have cleaned up my build plate a bit, but should be good. Did clean it up not too long before, just before the other print before. Now I tried another slicer not too long ago. It warmed up the head at the same time as the bed and then primed the head. I find it too wasteful of plastic, and why risk clogging your head with eating up too fast? I prefer the Cura way, which is warm up the bed, then warm up the head. If the bed is warm, there's no problem with that. If the head is warm too long, the plastic might bake inside it. I always have a pair of trusty tweezers. Remove the oozing out plastic. Oh, jeez, I can't print that. Well, I'll just show that it does stick. I don't have the proper filament installed for that print. Oops. I'll have to stop it when it's started, but I'll just want to show that it does work, that it does stick to the bed, and the layer height is perfect. I don't mind wasting a tiny bit of plastic. Now that's a long part. Sorry for not editing my videos, but I don't have the proper tools, the proper software, and the proper knowledge to use those software. And to be frank, I'm too lazy to want to learn it. Recently got rid of my Nikon camera to buy that beautiful little printer. I miss my camera, but you know what? I'm really happy I did sell it to buy that printer. It's a whole new world for me, and it's pretty crazy, pretty cool. Almost there. My personal temperature settings, but your printer might vary, so I use 202 for PLA, so 202 degrees Celsius, and 55 for the bed, which seems to be perfect. It's like my magic recipe. Perfect for the PLA. I got two different brands, and they both use the same settings, so I'm happy with that. One is the gray 3D Solutech silver metallic PLA, and the other two PLA I got is iPrint3D.com, Canadian company. This one is translucent, the other one is orange, and they all use 202. They run perfect at that. Now I just removed a little bit of oozing, and it's gonna stick right there. If it starts to float, there you go. So I'll let you see that from close. It is sticking, and as you see, it's a large print, so I'm going pretty much all over the plate. I don't know if you noticed, I've installed my build plate on the wrong side. Yep, this side here has little space, this side here has a lot of space. Should be the inverse, so I can't use full 220 millimeters width right now. I'll just have to reverse those two metal bar that holds them, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Sorry, I'm not a native English speaker, but yeah, see, it's sticking. It's kind of hard to see because it's translucent, of course, but yeah, it's sticking everywhere. Doesn't seem to lift. I would say that's a pretty good go. It seems to be, yeah, it's there. There's a little hair of plastic, but yeah, it's sticking. And everywhere, back, the corner. That's perfect. So hope that might help some people getting ready to print. That's what I do before most prints, or at least the first thing in the day. I level that bed like that, and then I can do a few prints, and when I feel like I might have moved something, I'll re-level like that. Takes 2 to 5 minutes, like when you're used to it. When you take your, I took my time to show it a bit, but when I'm used to it, it takes 2 minutes, and you know, it's worth saving your printer. It's perfectly leveled every time. I have no issues like that. So hope that helps. See ya.